Today's video has been highly requested. Over the past couple of months, I've really gotten super passionate about skincare and really found a routine that works for me. For reference, I do have pretty dry skin. Sometimes it's dry to normal, but most of the time it is dry and pretty sensitive.
I'm sensitive, Aubrey!
Especially as I've cleared up my acne, I've noticed my skin becoming a lot more sensitive, and I've just really had to find ingredients that really work for me and find a skincare routine that keeps my skin looking aggressively dewy, very nice and hydrated, and nice and juicy. So I'm not an esthetician, but I am a prospective pre-med student, but I've pretty much learned about skincare just by watching Beauty Within and mixed makeup. I like to think that it's pretty easy in this day and age to educate yourself on different ingredients and really find what works for you. So I wanted to share my skincare routine with you guys in an aesthetic formula, as always. So today I will be doing an aesthetic skincare routine, sharing with you guys some of my favorite products. I hope you guys enjoy it. I truly love filming this one for you guys. Of course, the number one thing you can do to keep your skin nice and healthy is to hydrate yourself. I always have my 1 liter hydro flask with me at all times, and I drink 4 of these per day. But of course, any amount of clean water you can drink is going to be good for your skin. I think we all do take for granted just how lucky we are to have clean water at all times, so I always like to just appreciate it. To start off my skincare routine, I always like to take off my makeup with a double cleanse. Double cleansing is a Korean technique where you basically take an oil-based cleanser at first to just break everything down, and then use a gel-based or water-based cleanser to take everything off. Today I'm using the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. This is by far the best cleansing balm I've ever used. It's really great ingredients in there. I love Pharmacy skincare in general, but I just think this is the best balm ever. It really takes off everything. When I'm not using the Pharmacy balm, I usually use the Tatcha Pure One Step Camellia Cleansing Oil. Tatcha is definitely one of my favorite brands. You will see them a couple times throughout this video. And this is expensive as far as cleansing oils go, but this one is a very nice light oil. I feel like it doesn't clog my pores. It's truly great at just breaking down everything. After I've done the oil part of my double cleanse, I go into the gel slash water-based cleanser, which is basically just going to break down all the oil and get that off my face. Today I'm using the Petal Spa Oil to Foam Cleanser from Mamonde. This is a Korean brand. I really love Korean skincare products in general. Mamonde is French inspired. They use a lot of different rose ingredients, and I feel like that really does agree with my skin. This one is very nice and gentle, but it does get everything off. Some other favorites of mine are the Drunk Elephant Bestie No. 9 Jelly Cleanser. Drunk Elephant is very pricey, and this one does definitely really suck everything out of my pores and really purifies everything, but it never leaves me feeling squeaky clean, and you never want your skin to feel completely stripped of that. As nice and completely clean as it feels, that means that your skin's been stripped of all its natural oils, so it's going to create even more oils and excess sebum to replenish that store, and that's just going to cause excess breakouts and acne. So this cleanser is really good for just getting everything out of my pores, but also not making me feel like I've completely just starved my skin of everything. The Tatcha Deep Cleanse is pretty similar to me. I feel like this one also does a really great job of just pulling everything out of my pores. This mildly exfoliates me. It's a really good one for summer just because it's for normal to oily skins, but if I'm feeling extra congested, this is usually what I reach for. One of my tried and true favorites is the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. Fresh, along with First Aid Beauty and Innisfree, are some of the brands I feel like really just consistently work for me in terms of ingredients. They're not too harsh on me, and they're really good for sensitive skin. This is very nice and gentle. It really does take everything off, but it never leaves my skin feeling completely stripped away, and this makes my face feel so incredibly soft after I finish with this one. So I really enjoy using this one, and I'll actually use it with the Clarisonic. This is definitely one of my favorites. One of the biggest changes and add-ons to my routine lately has been adding in a roller. I purchased this jade roller set from Amazon. It's from a brand called Mineral Glow. I think it's $12.99, so super affordable. And I've tried so many different jade rollers before. They're either really not good quality or they just don't really do anything to me. You can really use a roller for a bunch of different things. I mostly just use it to push product deeper into my skin, so with serums or toners or essences. But also, I just kind of like to take the time during my routine at the end of the day just to kind of massage my face around. Jade rolling can really help to bring circulation back to your face, get blood circling through, because it really does stimulate the capillaries in your skin. So the more circulation going through your face, the more oxygen is reaching your pores, really helping to accelerate cell turnover and just keep your skin very healthy. I sound like a whole ass doctor already. And I've noticed products just working so much more effectively with me being able to push them further in. I never really used to use toners just because I didn't think they did anything. I've become such a toner hoe lately. My number one thing with toners is you really want to avoid toners with alcohol in them. Alcohol toners seem nice because they evaporate really quickly off your skin, so your skin's not feeling wet for a long time, but alcohol toners are never good for your skin. They inevitably will dry out your skin. By far my favorite is again from Fresh. This is the Deep Hydration Facial Toner. What I really search for in my toners is hydration and just balancing the pH of my skin, and the Fresh Rose Toner is the most freaking hydrating toner I've ever used in my life. It's so nourishing, and whenever my skin is just like in struggle bus mode, this will save it. There's actual rose petals in here. It's such a beautiful product, and of course a lot more affordable, and probably one of the things I've talked so much about on my channel that you probably just want me to die, is the Trader Joe's Rosewater Facial Toner. This is another amazing alcohol-free toner, the finest mist known to mankind. Feels so nice. But this is another amazing toner, very nice and hydrating and very cooling on the skin, so I feel like it really just like soothes everything. And then I really do love Mario Badescu's cult favorite facial sprays. My favorite one is the green cucumber and green tea one. But cucumber is one of those ingredients that really does agree with my skin. It's a very universal ingredient, so I feel like this will work for pretty much anybody. It's very cooling on the face, and cucumber does a really great job of depuffing everything. Oh, I really love this spray as well. I know some people like to apply toner with a cotton pad. I feel like that just soaks up excess product, so I usually just put it straight into my hands and then pat it into my face. I did not even know what essence was until I discovered the Korean 10-step routine, and now essences are a daily part of my skincare routine, so thanks for getting me to spend more money on that. Essences are kind of a cross between a toner and a serum, so you're supposed to use them directly after your toner. Again, the order of your skincare routine is very important. You really want to layer the lightest, like thinnest product up to the most thick product. Essences are really great for getting all the active ingredients to work just that much better. One I'm using today is the Black Tea Kombucha Facial Treatment Essence from Fresh. Again, I love Fresh products. This one is amazing for moisturizing. It really helps to like minimize my pores. I feel like it really helps to like smooth everything over. It's my favorite, especially with the Fresh Rosewater toner. It's a pricey hoe, so I use her sparingly, but these SK2 facial treatment essence is also delightful. It's made in Japan. It's a cult favorite product. I think it's such a big cultural thing in my home country that's very expensive. I don't think I would necessarily like go out of my way to purchase it, especially because I do use the Fresh one, but only on special occasions, but I do love it a lot. Something I actually picked up in Japan, but I believe it's at most Asian markets here in America, the Naturey skin conditioner. Big bottle for like less than 1,000 yen, which is $10 in American money. There's a lot of really great hydrating ingredients in here, like butylene glycol, glycerin. It's called a skin conditioner, and I feel like it really does act like a conditioner for your hair, but on your face. Hydrating. Serums. This is by far my favorite category. I love serums. I spend probably the most money of my skincare budget on serums, and in my skincare routine I really try to focus all my active ingredients in one category. So some people like to have their active ingredients in their like moisturizers. Personally for me, I like my active ingredients to be in my serums. It's the way that they're the most concentrated and in my opinion the most effective. I never use just one serum. I like to do a cocktail of at least like 2 to 3 different serums on my face. Probably the most important for me is a hydrating serum. I have to mix in hydrating serums to any acid serum I use, otherwise it's just too harsh on my skin. My favorite right now is the Innisfree Intensive Hydrating Serum with green tea seed. I did actually go to the launch party in Santa Monica for this one, but I've been using this non-stop for like 2 months straight, and it has truly changed my skin. I feel like my skin has been thriving lately. It's got such great ingredients, and it's just such a nourishing serum. For the same purpose, I also really like the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Hydrating Serum. I feel like whenever my skin barrier is compromised, this does a really great job of just getting everything back to where it should be. The Volition Snow Mushroom Water Serum is kind of like hyaluronic acid on crack. It's a humectant. It pulls water into your pores. It leaves my skin feeling super bouncy and just super hydrated. Now that my acne's cleared up, I do have quite a bit of like scarring and dark spots left from where my acne used to be. I've started trying to fade those, and during the nighttime I usually mix in one of these 2 serums. Today I'm using the Osteoderma 12 Antioxidants and Spot Reducing Serum. This has done really great things for my dark spots. I also really enjoy the Saturday Skin Probiotic Power Serum. I feel like it does a great job of both hydrating and treating my spots. These I only use in the morning, but the Drunk Elephant C Firmer Day Serum, this is very rich in vitamin C, which can be sometimes too harsh for me. You do always have to use vitamin C with a sunscreen, but this I really notice potent results with. I've noticed this really demonstrably getting rid of my dark spots. Something that I think will work for pretty much any skin type ever and does a really great job of getting rid of like redness and spots is from The Ordinary. This is the niacinamide 10% and zinc 1% serum. You can actually use this one at night, but usually I use the Osteoderma one instead. This is by far probably my favorite product from The Ordinary that I've ever tried. The only kind of acid I will ever do is an alpha hydroxy acid or a beta hydroxy acid. AHA and BHA serums are amazing for making your skin extra glowy, getting rid of texture, also helping to clear out acne. My favorite is the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. I think it's 14% AHA. It's really potent, but the honey in there helps to keep my skin from getting too inflamed, but it isn't too harsh on my skin, and it really does leave my skin super glowy. I can really always count on the Drunk Elephant TLC Glycolic Framboos Night Serum. I only use acid serums at nighttime. This one not only gets rid of the surface texture, but it also goes deep into the pores with the BHA and really clears out the bacteria that causes acne. Sunday Riley Good Genes is a lactic acid instead of a glycolic, so it's a bit more gentle, and I think it's only 5%, so it's a little bit more gentle on the skin. But this is basically like a facial in a bottle. I'll put this on at night and I'll wake up and my skin just looks super freaking glowy. A really great affordable option is the Inculus beta hydroxy acid. So I do mix this one usually with a different AHA. So I have an AHA BHA together. The beta hydroxy acids go deep into the pores, clear out the bacteria that causes acne, and then shoves it straight out of your face. Moisturizer has always been there for me when my friends haven't, but there's really no better feeling than putting on moisturizer. I feel like it's just a tall ass drink of water for your skin. My favorite one is the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Barrier Cream. It's a really cool, like, aerated, fluffy moisturizer. Feels so good on the skin. This is so great for repairing a compromised skin barrier. It's like a nourishing medicine for your face. So good. I also really like the Innisfree Intensive Green Tea Hydrating Cream. This one is a bit more rich. If my skin is just really struggling, this never fails me. On summer days, I love going for the Tatcha Water Cream. This is really great for normal to oily skin as well, but it's such a good universal product. Very light on the skin, and it doesn't feel super greasy. A few times a week at nighttime though, instead of using just a regular moisturizer, I'll go in with a sleeping mask instead for some extra nourishment. Today I put on some of the Summer Fridays jet lag mask because whew, it's so expensive, and when I first got this one, I was like, this is a lotion in a tube. It didn't feel like anything special, but I woke up and my skin felt like a baby's butt. I also really like the Laneige Water Sleeping Mask. Also very nourishing and also really hydrating, but it's a bit lighter than the Summer Fridays. Less like thick and creamy and more like watery and just like dewy. And then the Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Sleeping Mask. This is so good. It's very hydrating, but it also has AHA in there, so I feel like this one really does like help to clear off texture and just make everything super glowy. I got my friend Connie onto this one, and she says her skin is thriving, so yeah. For eye cream, I don't vary it day by day, so I don't have multiple ones to recommend. I only use the First Aid Beauty Retinol Eye Cream. Dude, when I tell you that my dark circles are real, my dark circles are so real. It's one of the priciest things that First Aid Beauty has, but the ingredients really do speak for themselves. It's a very good eye cream. One of my biggest like beauty hacks / secrets that I've added in has been using castor oil in my lashes and my eyebrows. This is from Whole Foods, $3.65. It was like $4. It's a huge bottle of castor oil. I literally only use 1 drop, so I'll probably never go through this bottle. I take it on a spoolie, I just spool it through my eyelashes and my eyebrows, and it's pretty much the same as like a typical lash growth serum. It just really accelerates the growth of your stuff. Facial oil is kind of my last like optional step. Most of the time I don't even do it. I've kind of just been putting on moisturizer and calling it a night. Today I use the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cannabis and Oat Dry Oil. This is a really great nourishing oil. I put this one on to damaged skin, and I feel like it just regenerates the cells there. If I'm feeling like I need something to kind of detoxify my pores a bit more, I'll use either the 4th Ray Beauty After Hours Detox Face Oil. You can get this on ColourPop for $10, I believe. I wish this could decongest LA traffic as much as it decongests my face. Or the Sunday Riley UFO Clarifying Face Oil. This one has salicylic acid, so if I'm having acne breakouts, this does a great job of decongesting. And then the Drunk Elephant Virgin Marula Luxury Face Oil. I have a tester size because I'm cheap. This is the best before a flight. I'll just cover my face in this before I get onto the plane, and then when I get off the plane, my skin is like protected from the disgustingness of the plane air. Got that tip from Desi Perkins, I believe, and it's never failed me. I specifically chose this day to film the skincare routine because I have a breakout on my chin, and I wanted to share how I treated those. My favorite spot treatment is the Glossier Zit Stick. It's a really concentrated benzoyl peroxide, and usually benzoyl peroxide is way too harsh on my skin. This can just zap my zit, either overnight or over the course of like 2 to 3 days. My zit is just disappeared, but it doesn't leave my skin completely damaged afterwards. I am deeply passionate about lip balm. I have an entire section of my vanity dedicated to lip balm, so yeah. One I'm using today is one of my recent favorites. This is the Laneige Lip Sleeping Mask in vanilla. Can we tell that I love Laneige in this house? They also have a berry flavored one, but the vanilla is my personal favorite. It just tastes very delicious. It's not super greasy either, and I feel like it does stay on my lips all night long, and I'll wake up with the most pillowy soft, completely non-chapped lips. Lightning around to some of my other favorites, the Fresh Sugar Lip Balm. My favorite is the peach flavor. By Beauty Agave Lip Masks. Any flavor is great. The maple one is the best, but these are very thick, not greasy at all, and stay on your lips all night long. Luscious. GlossierBalm.com. If you don't get the birthday cake one, you suck. They are a bit like on the oilier side, but they're really good. Emile Cordon lip balms. I feel dirty mentioning these because they're $65. My favorite is the Saint Barth Soleil, but they do have tinted ones as well. They're disgustingly expensive, but they're disgustingly amazing, and they taste like toasted coconut with vanilla. I do want to add in that this was my nighttime skincare routine, so the one thing that wasn't in here was sunscreen. That is by far the most important thing ever that you could do for your face. The only sunscreen I use right now is the Ozioderma Anti-Aging Antioxidant Sunscreen. It's my daily wear before makeup. Make sure you're using SPF 30 or above, otherwise it's really not protecting your skin as much as it could. And yeah, wear your sunscreen. We don't like cancer in this house. Alright guys, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this somewhat aesthetic, somewhat relaxing skincare routine. This has been long in the making, and I put a lot of work into this one, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. But please let me know what your skincare routine looks like. I hope this helped any of you guys to make your own. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed down below, and also follow me on Instagram to see this face and this dewy skin on your feed periodically, whenever I remember to post, because I am bad at my job. And if you made it to the very end of this video, I love you so much. In these kind of like more relaxing, more formal videos, it feels very weird to do a bonus meme, but I'm gonna. So, you get the bonus meme. Goodbye.
Poor James Charles, like he just wants to be taken seriously and release like a Sherry Star palette, but Laura Lee's out here naming shades like karaoke and bottoms up. Laura's like, Morphe kicked me